Hello, this is Fashionably Amy, and today I wanted to do a comparison video that was requested by Becky Tamer. Thank you so much, girl. I love to do videos for you guys, so keep the requests coming. So today's comparison video is between the Speedy Bandouliere 25 and the Pochette Metis. So to me, these two bags are quite different. Obviously, it depends on your budget, this bag being a little bit more pricey than this. And are you looking to buy your first bag? If this is your very first bag, you want to think about how you want to use it, how often you're going to use it, and how much stuff you're going to take with you on a daily basis. This bag fits way more than the Pochette Metis. I would say it fits 3 times more. As your first bag, you want to have a really good experience. You want the bag to be long-lasting, to be practical, and you want to love the bag as every time you look at it and not get tired of it. With the Pochette Metis, the vaqueta, which is untreated leather, will patina over time, and I would not consider it as an everyday bag. Well, because of the size and simply because of the leather. If you want to keep your bag in really good condition and you want it to age well and look great even 10 years down the road, you want to not wear it on a day that is raining, and you want to be extra careful when you're even just drinking something or eating to not get anything on the leather. And even as simple as hand lotions and hand sanitizers, you want to make sure that your hands and your skin is dry before you touch the leather. So that's one thing you might want to consider. Whereas with the damier band bag, if you do get the leather wet, once you're indoor, then you can start wiping it with a tissue or with a soft cloth, and it'll be fine. There have been people who reported issues with the treated leather peeling, but I think if you really take care of your bag, then it won't be an issue. Also, you want to consider which look do you prefer. Do you like the duffel bag, mini duffel bag look with a zipper? Do you like to use a zipper more? Do you like the roll handles more so that you can actually hold it on your elbow? Or do you prefer a Metis, which is the envelope shape, and you can only hold it either by hand or with the shoulder strap? And do you prefer using a bag that has a flap? So really, which look are you going for? As far as hardware goes, are you okay with the Pochette Metis having a little bit more hardware exposed and more easily scratched? The strap drop is very, very similar. I have the Pochette Metis set in the middle, and for the Speedy, I have it set on the very... So if you're looking at the middle strap, I have it set at the tightest one. So the first hole, there's 3 holes in total, 1, 2, 3, and I have it on the first. And then on the other side, which is the strap on here, I have it set in the middle hole. Remove the middle strap and I just have it in the middle hole. So it becomes kind of like a shoulder bag. It's not my preferred look, but you know, if that's what you like. They're both kind of petite looking bags. They're not too terribly big. Obviously the Speedy 25 is bigger, but in terms of the actual overall look, they're pretty petite. So I would say they definitely are suitable for a petite person and a slim person, but they're also great on a person who has a larger frame and much taller. I think they're both great simply because they have detachable and adjustable straps as well. They do vary in terms of how much you can carry. I love traveling with either bag. I love the simplicity of opening the flap and seeing everything that you have inside. You basically see everything that you have inside, and it just feels like because there are compartments, it's so easy to organize your things and to just pull them out and put them back in. So that's what I really love about this bag, and that's why I consider this to be a travel-friendly bag. With the Speedy, it also is a travel-friendly bag, mainly because it can hold so much, and you do not have to worry about the weather, and it's slightly more hard wearing because of this print and the leather used in this print. This bag can really hold a ton. I literally right now I have it stuffed, and definitely there would be no way I can fit the same amount in this bag. And I'll just show you what I have inside. I have my scarf. I have my whole water, a bottle of water, which fits perfectly. If you have a regular 355 ml plastic bottle, you can fit it in. And I guess the advantage of this print is that even if you spill water, try not to do it, but even if you spill water, wipe it clean gently and dab as much of the water out, inside and out, and let it air dry as quickly as possible. And I have my shopping bag. I have a pochette with my miscellaneous things inside. My passport holder. I have Pochette Me Love. I have my Emily wallet. And sunglass. So a whole sunglass case will fit inside. And usually for things that are slightly shorter but still bulky, I can fit them vertically. So usually I just fit them in the side of the bag, and I fit them vertically, so like the bottle and the pochette, anything that's longer than this wallet, I will fit them this way, horizontally, but anything that is slightly shorter and fits the height of the bag, I just fit them vertically, so it's easier to sort of feel them inside the bag and take them out. I have my piece, which sat inside this. If I really wanted to, I can still fit quite a few more things. You will definitely not be able to fit the same amount in the Pochette Metis. The Pochette Metis, though, is very good when you want to downsize. I find that I don't always like to carry so much with me, mainly because it becomes quite heavy. And sometimes you just don't even need to use that many things. Then I will use my Pochette Metis because all I need really is my wallet, my keys, and a couple more essentials. And I love having the Pochette Metis because of that. It's great when you want to downsize. Not that you cannot do that with the Speedy 25, you definitely can. The only sort of con a little bit is that when you only have a few things inside this bag, they kind of just float around it and they just swim inside. With the Pochette Metis, I find that it is easier to organize. They're just straightforward, 3 compartments. You, depending on the size of your items, you can either fit them horizontally or vertically. It's just so easy to organize in this bag. You have to just be careful for different things for both bags. So with the Pochette Metis, obviously the leather and the hardware in the front on the S-lock, and the glazing around the flap and the back pocket. Those would be the things that I would really watch out and not try as much as I can to protect these areas from getting scratched or blemished. Whereas with this bag, you still have to be careful. I mean, even though it is a treated leather, it will still get scratched if you scratch it hard enough. So the treated leather around the strap, the side, trim here, as well as the piping. The piping, they sometimes do rub against things that you bump into, and the rolled handles, obviously. The canvas is very thick. I feel like this bag needs to be slightly thicker simply because it needs to keep a shape, a more structured shape, whereas with the Speedy, the canvas is a lot thinner. Not to say that it's very thin or anything, it's just thinner so that it can look more slouchy. So if that's something that you are looking for in a bag, you like a slouchier look versus a more structured look. However, because it is a bandouliere, the zipper design is slightly different from the regular Speedy. So the zipper on this one has a double zipper pull. As a result, you lose 2 or 3 centimeters of the opening, and because it is already a smaller Speedy, it feels like the smaller opening is harder to put things in or out that are slightly larger. For instance, it will definitely fit the medium-sized agenda, but you have to fit it in vertically first and then turn it around. It's just a black hole. The opening is definitely a little bit more inconvenient. One thing to consider also on the Speedy is whether the hardware inconsistency will be bothering you. On the Speedy, the buckles, the rings, the D-rings, and the zippers, and these rings, as well as these rivets, they're all gold tone, except that they're slightly more light gold, slightly more dull, not as shiny, whereas the clips and the D-rings on the clips are shiny. They are actually the same shininess, the exact same clips that are used in the Metis. I'm totally okay with the hardware inconsistency simply because it doesn't change the functionality of the bag, and the bag is still as beautiful. From far, no one can tell. Both bags are excellent bags. You cannot go wrong with either one. To be honest, if you bought this one or the Pochette Metis, you will be as happy. Just think about all the difference that I've mentioned and whether those will fit your lifestyle. Think about which type of bags that you are more used to. Do you prefer a zipper top and something that you can throw anything in it and it will fit? Or do you prefer a flat bag that is a little bit more limited but the look is slightly more classic? Do you prefer a more casual look with the duffel bag when not filled can be a little bit more slouchy looking? Or do you prefer something that is very classic? If it's your first bag, I feel like the Speedy is definitely a good bag to go with. And the look of Speedies are still very classic and very timeless. They will never go out of style. Especially with this size, it will not look as much of a duffel bag as in a size 30. So even though it slouches, I'm completely okay with that look. Sometimes I think about whether a bag will go up in price more quickly than the other, and so I will get the one that is slightly more popular and will go up in price more fast. But in the case of these two bags, I feel like they're both as popular, so I feel like the price will go up at the same rate. So really it doesn't matter, just go with the one that will suit your lifestyle the most and the cons that you can live with the most. Are you the type of person who likes to pack a lot and who needs to bring your life with you? Then go with the Speedy. If you're the kind of person who likes to pack lightly and to have a lighter bag, go with the Metis. But you can still go with the Speedy, really, they're both okay. Ultimately, it is your choice. You have to choose which will be more suitable for your lifestyle, for your budget, for your personality, for your style. So really, these are just things that I want to point out to help you think about which one will be more suitable for you. So that's it for my comparison video between the Speedy and the Pochette Metis. If you want a more in-depth review of this bag only, then let me know. I felt like I mentioned so many things, so I've decided to type it out as well. I hope this video was helpful. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.